woke up, I'm tired as fuck. Swear to God I slept enough. All these days are blurring quick. This shit got me feeling sick. I've been working hard, babe. I've been eating hard lately. Ain't got time or money to feed my goddamn body. I don't make a lot, but I'll make the best of what I got, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I don't get a lot of opportunity, but I'll shoot my shot, and that shit'll be okay. It'll be okay, if only for today. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, if only for today. Come on. Feeling like I'm burning up. All my best was not enough. Counting days away like this. I just need a little bliss. I just wanna party. So when's the good shit started? It seems like all this heartache is breaking us up, breaking us down. So if we could stick together, maybe we could live forever. Sending off our dreams for better, from now to the future. I don't make a lot, but I'll make the best of what I got, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I don't get a lot of opportunity, but I'll shoot my shot, and that shit'll be okay. It'll be okay, if only for today. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, if only for today. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, if only for today. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you for the compliment on the startup stream, Kev. Appreciate that. That drawing, I heavily underestimated how hard people are to draw. Like, I knew that shit was gonna be hard, but that dead ass took me like 6 hours. I'll get better at it. I'm sure stuff like that will come faster as I like keep drawing and get better at it. But damn. It was a lot of fun though. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm planning to maybe start something for Ghost Trick and investigations, and like trying to think ahead, and maybe I'll be able to like update it for each game, which I think will be really fun. But anyways, we have a mystery to solve. Yeah, that just seemed like something fun, you know? And it gives me like goals to reach exactly for the games that I'm playing, yeah. And it gives me like a goal to keep working towards that I kind of can shift perpetually. So, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'm I'm thinking about adding the blue badger to this one. But we'll see. I got plenty of time. I'm interested to see where this case goes now. Working, controller, load. There we go. October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 4. Hey, Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. You could do official art over each game, actually. That would be way easier to do if I remember correct, since you copy that. Each game has some cool stuff. That's true. I'm trying not to like outright trace stuff. When I like trace something at this point, I'm just kind of copying like the basic shapes like circle, square, triangle, so that I can like actually learn the form. But it would be a lot faster. But I think picking like a character like this, at least for now, until I get a little quicker at drawing, would probably be the easiest thing for or the most manageable for me to do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that good. Like I said, this took me like 6 hours to draw Phoenix in that. And I am happy with how it turned out, but I think eventually I'm going to get faster and then we can like do more complicated screens for the starting and ending. But for now I'm going to try to keep it simple. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, so check out the Mask to Mask glossy I bought. You bought this? Where? This is a whole circus now, huh?
The little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale.
You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Oh, I know. Interesting. Bro selling merch. Come on, I'm guilty. Just throw the book at me. Oh boy, here comes our client.
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Can't wait for future cases having Nick defend insurance fraud. Oh boy, sounds like we got some wild adventures ahead of us. Because I did it, I'm the criminal. Me.
He's at it again.
I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you? Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey, bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is, me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Listen, when someone smiles at you and saying something like that, you know they mean it. Like they mean it. That's got to be like the single most terrifying kind of smile that someone could cut at you, you know? The whole like, if you fuck this up, I'll kill you. Especially if it's his wife too. Yeah, you know she ain't playing. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Mask to Mask or not. I'm thinking not. But he does know about the symbol. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. His wife pun name is Desiree Delight, desiring her husband. Oh, that's so good. Right, because he's Ron Delight. Wow, I didn't catch that one at all. That's so good. She devoted, that's for sure. That's for sure. He a lucky dude to have such a devoted wife, especially with his delusions. Good Lord. October 13th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Fucking RoboCop in here. Holy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's go. Goat is here. Oh man, I love this dude's character design. What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? Oh, no, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
Ah, he's the one that Detective Atme was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Huh, none.
What? Okay.
Oh, what did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you say you've never lost before. Well, I mean, if he's if he's never prosecuted, that is technically true. Exactly. I've never lost. You've never won before either. Can't lose if you never done it. Exactly. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. This dude's so silly. This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite.
Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Yeah, for real. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statements. Opening statement? Those things are not fit even for dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite.
What is it?
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before you and your case break in two? All right. Sorry about that. Just had to have the exterminator check. We've had like wasps all up in our shit lately. So they took care of that. I think there was also some painting going on, so I think the painters may have knocked down the nests. So of course, like I went out to point out the one that's on the balcony out here, and it was gone. But yeah, I think everything's all right. I think just spring, and I think the painters maybe knocked down a nest, and that got the wasps all like angry. But problem hopefully solved. Where were we? Oh yes, the first witness. Oh hell yeah, some gumshoe. My name is... No one asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know, that is all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. All right, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. I hate opening the doors because all these fucking flies come in from outside. Yes, sir. Our neighbors fucking leave their trash sitting out in like the doorway, and it attracts all these fucking flies. So every time you open, swarm flies. Trying to get rid of them for the flies, not the neighbors. Relatable as hell, especially in spring. Yes, exactly. And like, bro, it's SoCal. Like, on a cool day, it's 90. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is literally just cooking outside, attracting all the flies. Oh, it drives me fucking nuts. Anyway, I'm not gonna rant about it because I could literally rant about it all day. It pisses me off. And like, I shit you not, the garbage is like 20 feet right this way, okay? Just go to the dumpster. Anyway. Master Mask is a master thief, and that first started crime spree about 6 months ago. Oh, interesting. This, Master Mask seemed so... Copy-pasted went wrong. Oh, lol, no worries. Master Mask seems so notable. I'm kind of surprised that he, has only been around 6 months. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. He's basically a phantom thief. Yeah, for sure, which is dope as fuck. I just like, there's like press and merch stands out at the court, they said, so I'm thinking like, I expected this dude to be active for at least like 2 or 3 years at this point. 6 months. A lot of notoriety for only being active for 6 months, I feel like. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. But I do love Phantom Thief stories. Like, a good cat burglar really does get the imagination going. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot. What are you... We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than the moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please proceed. Yeah, let a man drink. It's so funny. Very well. It's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity. All we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. Interesting. Alright. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yup. Nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm, Zavari, author on thieves. Is he turning into what's-his-face? An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. Yeah, look at me. The fact this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Well, damn. I mean, I guess there's no real consequence to pressing harder, but just in case. So, nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except for maybe the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zavari, do you? Hmm? Who is this person? Zavari. Sounds German. His name is Luke at me, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Yeah, I didn't think so. Anyways, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me, even now. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. Have you seen all these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Well, except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. Okay, right, because of Luke at me. That's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Indeed. Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real? Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask to Mask's emblem. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. Oh, whoops. I swear to God, I just start reading sometimes. My brain just, like, completely reboots. What's going on here? Why is my preview not? There we go. His 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh? Damn. Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe yous could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here to know in the courtroom. I just want everyone in this courtroom to know something. If yous ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Wow, it looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces, right? Art pieces? Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous tear of Emanon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? Yeah, that's it. No, sir. It's a blue diamond, a single rare diamond. That makes more sense. Next was the crown of Bangora. You know, the thing you put on your head, put a little weed in, and yeah. Those stoner kingdoms really know how to turn up. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Magina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Magina and returned it to the kingdom. And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Left hand of Hades sounds crazy. Yeah, it does. That's what you get when you're in the jungle and you got the shits and no toilet paper. You end up with the left hand of Hades. Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. Mick! Oh, whoops, I forgot to press that one. It definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So, even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. Alright, hold on, I got one more to press on that I forgot to. Hold it! What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions... That's right. It means that Master Mask is behind it. Mick! Okay. Now I need to present some evidence to contradict this. Now I'm ready. Let's see. So this is the one that I could press on more. Damn. So he's done 4 heists in 6 months. This is a busy motherfucker. Alright, so shot of Master Mask. He needed that cash. I guess so. I mean, hey, we all feeling that squeeze right now. I get it. Huh. Oh, that's funny. Maya's on the poster. I didn't notice that before. Started his crime spree 6 months ago. Now, how can I challenge? Can I challenge? This definitely feels like the one that I need to challenge, but I'm not sure exactly how. Also, how did the box get paint on it when it was so far away from the paint button? Let's see. What should I present? Master Thief first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident, sends his calling cards before he gets the crime. This was his 5th heist. Prosecutor should have missed. Seems to know me somehow. Larry Butts. Thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. So confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure. Actually, maybe we present the urn? That one? Maybe the press further was a red herring. That's what you're thinking? All right, let's try that then. Objection! Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraiser I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense.
So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask to Mask would normally go after.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask to Mask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask to Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
Don't shake your head in that coffee at me. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Mask to Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask to Mask's methods. A fake.
A fake Mask to Mask.
Fake to Mask? Excuse me. That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Where's he keep getting these coffee from? Who's making it for him? Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night actually was a fake. The bailiff overworking in the court, damn. Poor bailiff.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
Oh god. I know what that music means. It means it's time to save. It looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact Damask. Was in fact fake Damask. Now how do we do that? And we have a photo of the real one, right? Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to, because if I use the photo, they're probably going to ask me to point out what's wrong. So I want to try to, let's see. Oh, he doesn't have that brooch on his chest. Okay. So let's go with that. The proof is right here.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it.
Huh. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is?
See? I was ready. I knew this was gonna happen.
Go on. Use this pointer and show us what's peculiar about the photo.
Don't fuck me over here. I'm right about this. It's right here, of course.
You mean Mask to Mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? It sure is, and I'm so glad you did. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once.
So goofy. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. Is that what brooches are for? Brooches are like, I've always been one of those things that like, I have like esoteric knowledge of. I know it's like a piece of jewelry. They're for capes? I had no idea. Because like, people don't wear capes. So I've never actually encountered a brooch in real life or someone who has one. So that's interesting. More you know. Huh. Learning with Ace Attorney now, yeah. Oh, that's too funny.
A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the mask to mask in the security camera photo. Ah, he has no brooch.
That same brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. You also just like leaked the symbol. Low key. In other words, this mask to mask is a fake.
I've been fooled again.
No.
Oh, order. It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe. How? How could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
Damn bailiff working so hard.
Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
The brooch you're talking about.
Do you mean this? Ah!
That's Mask to Mask's brooch.
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Was it? Buddha statue? He must mean the Ami Faye statue.
Well, why didn't you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pockets. That's really bad practice. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. This guy. This guy's one tough customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? It's also illegal, but this is Ace Attorney, so it works out. Yeah, for real. That friend of yours left pretty... Excuse me? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints.
What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order! Order in the courts! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. The mask brooch added to the court record. Huh. You mess with Godot, and you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Huh? You done with me? Wait, but I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. It's good enough.
What a dick.
That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom.
Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? One second is one drip of coffee of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Ace detective versus ace attorney now. Yeah, true.
Shh, silence. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. Well, what's clear? Zvari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right.
Huh. Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Etme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens.
Boy, these two make a perfect pair. Yeah. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail. You've heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe is worth anything, that is.
Damn, poor Gumshoe. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. It's because he was stealing the shit.
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date change. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Mask Damask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range.
But how did the brooch come off then? Yeah, that's a great question. Also, yeah, why was this guy by himself? Like, unless he was scheming some shit, should have had other security.
But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening.
Yeah, you and me both.
Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Mask Damask, my archenemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
He kind of looks like those penguins that have a strand of yellow hair or whatever it's called. Yeah, they're like the macaroni ones or something like that. I know what you're talking about. He does look like that. I learned about an island recently that I was very surprised. It's like just off Argentina, I want to say. Can't remember the name of the island, but I was very surprised to find that like a bunch of different kinds of penguins lived there, including that type. I always assumed that was like a northerly thing, but I forget penguins are like more of a South Pole thing. Anyway. I like penguins. Penguins are cool.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date change.
So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct?
That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer.
You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time?
A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse, near the computer.
Near the computer, huh?
So then, you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief.
Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scene before.
Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief.
Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure on your pigeony head, that is. Damn.
In any case, that's when my nemesis, the infamous...
Oh, wait. Yeah, we're good. Let's see here. Dancingly descended? From where exactly? Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because in the flashback, he depicted it in his memory as them being, like, out among the moonlight, with the moon looming over them. Like, I don't think that's what happens.
Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else?
So, in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief?
My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes.
W ace dunce. Damn.
Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my nose. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head.
You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened?
I saw his mask. That's all I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo?
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just rehash this. It's cool.
Good, then let's continue with the testimony.
I mean, I guess it's a legitimate photo, but did he really forget about the brooch? Maybe not. We'll see. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work.
Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head?
It's obvious what the contradiction is. Huh? Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher.
And what happened?
I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. Yeah, that's true.
You see, you have no right to look down on me, then do you?
Well, actually, without his memory, he still did his job much more successfully than you. So, let's not.
The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with.
He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed.
In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
About this 30 minutes. Yeah, you were unconscious for 30 minutes? Brother, you suffered a traumatic brain injury. You're lucky to be alive. You were in a coma.
my silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying he was out cold. No, he's saying he thought he died.
So what happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether.
He was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? I really thought that was the game for a hot second. It tripped me out. All right. So then, yeah, let's see here. And can we struck before I could land a single strike. So now, do I present this or the photo? Let me save first. Let's see. I'd say the brooch. Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning towards. I feel like that's the stronger piece of evidence for the argument we're trying to make. Mr. Atme, could you take a look at what this... Could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask Damask. It is, in point of fact, Mask Damask's brooch.
It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened.
Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough.
Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing.
Ripped off? Aha!
Bro, you really forgot. This judge. Yes. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in the position to have struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atme. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court?
Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. No. Wait, just a moment, Sir Oldtimer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
The true measure of a man in this is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. No one ever gets charged with perjury in this series? Okay, Judge. Yeah, for real, for real. Perjury just doesn't exist. You can perjure as much as you want in this world. Some people actually do it as a hobby. Ace has a friend. Phoenix has a friend. He's made a whole career on just perjury.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time. Isn't that right?
You talk too much. Oh.
Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought?
Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Atme, agree completely.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Indeed, it is true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atme cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
Okay, but when did you get the brooch? If his first blow struck true. something ain't adding up, bro.
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Oh, I see. You were saying you mixed it up with
Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
God damn, this dude should not be judging. That can't be good. No, it cannot. I mean, in a way, the haplessness of the judge and the prosecutors being such characters really is sort of like a beautiful satire of the under-resourcing of the justice system. That we got these old heads who can barely remember what they talk about anymore, passing judgment that like permanently alters the trajectory of people's lives. Woo! Almost knocked over my lights.
Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment.
So, why did you look away from the door anyway?
In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course.
It's even more accurate to Japan because most people usually get guilty there. The conviction rate is like 90% or something. Yeah, I've heard that. Honestly, and that's consistent throughout Asia, is conviction rates tend to be very high in Asian countries. I know Korea is also similar. I think South America, a lot of South American countries are the same way. And it usually just comes down to lack of resources that they can't, straight up, they just can't afford to have like proper trials for everyone. But due process, you know, if everyone doesn't get due process, then no one gets due process, and that's kind of the inherent issue. But it's yeah, it's a whole mess, a whole can of worms. It's unfortunately not quite as simple as just giving them more money either. Unfortunately, because God, it'd be nice if it was that easy. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Great question. Let's see. You know, funny enough, how I hear about the conviction rates is because of like those asshole troll YouTubers and streamers who end up getting arrested, like fucking Johnny Somali and like dickheads like that. I hear about the bullshit they do, and then they get arrested and are in trial. And then you start hearing like, oh, this country has like an 80% conviction rate. This country has a 90% conviction rate. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. What do we want to ask? The sensor. Let's ask about the sensor. What kind of sensors are you talking about?
There are places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from.
Are there now?
There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up the heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them.
That's a lot of hardware. Was it all you?
Lordly Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well.
In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh?
Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer?
No.
However, Luke and me cannot be so easily discombobulated.
What does that mean? Discombobulated?
Young people these days, they really irritate me.
Because we don't like discombobulated? Sorry, bruh, but...
They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Yeah, that's how language works, and then we make up new ones. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
Now I've forgotten. What was I saying?
Jeez. Well, I guess you could say he's a little discombobulated. Jeez. better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless.
What do you mean by weapon from the side?
Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, look at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed a sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Okay, so he is talking about the Shichishido.
So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness? A true gentleman fights only with his fists, but they were not enough.
You had that much faith in your fighting abilities.
But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask Damask.
This guy's a real piece of work.
His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
That sword is a real thing too, by the way. It's a ceremonial sword believed to be a gift from the crown prince of Paikche to a Yamamoto ruler. Some neat history. That is neat history. Paikche. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce Paikche because I've not seen this name before. Google. Oh wait, I gotta add pronunciation. Paikche. Oh, okay. Paikche. Okay, cool. But yeah, I think I've seen that before, but I didn't know. I didn't really think much of it. I think because I think I saw it in like the context of anime or something, so I thought it was just some anime bullshit. But that's cool that it's some like real ceremonial, like historical stuff.
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious.
I assumed the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? I mean, as much as I want to hear about this at-me fighting style, him being blinded is definitely the more interesting route to explore. If you didn't know, Paikche is a powerful, influential, and artistic kingdom in southwestern Korea. Basically a gift at the time, Korean kingdom to whatever Japan was at the time. That's really cool. I didn't know that. So that's like one of the early kingdoms of Korea then. That's fire. I miss the, like, states don't give, and I don't mean states in the American sense, I mean like governments or countries don't like give art to each other anymore. I feel like, you know, like France gave the US the Statue of Liberty and the two smaller ones that are in Buffalo as well. We have the Paikche giving the sword. All sorts of like Buddha statues have been gifted all over the world. Like we should like bring back giving art to other countries. I feel like that'd be, if we can get to a place where we're doing that, the world's probably healing. Like 18 BCE to 660 CE we're talking. That just goes to show how long like gifting art has been a thing. That's beautiful. That's cool as hell. I bet you, if I'm taking a wild guess, the original was probably made out of jade, which probably looks unbelievable in person.
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman.
The statue of Ami Faye, I'm guessing. Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Where did the statue is producing a light enough to blind him? I mean, momentarily, but still. Oh. You can see it here. Fire. It's in a museum? That's lit. I love museums. Oh, that looks so different than I expected it to look. I mean, it's very old. I wonder what it was made of originally. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it was made of iron. Interesting. That explains why it's so rusted looking. Huh. This is a whole rabbit hole. Maybe I should draw the sword. That'd be fun. Anyway. Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This Luke at me guy. He's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. That at me style gotta be important. Maybe. Let's circle back and ask. Wait, was this the right one? Powericious, right? Powericious kind of goes hard. Like, I could totally see that in like some sort of like empowerment branding ad where it's just like someone posing and it's like Powericious. Some corporate ass bullshit. All right, let's learn about this all-important at-me fighting style. What is this at-me fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I could tell you if you absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you.
That's it? That's the at-me fighting style? That's a terrible strategy.
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony?
Oh my god, are we serious? Okay, I guess it is important. Well, damn. Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all. The shade.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone at night.
On real shit, if you are in a situation where you gotta scrap, don't put your back to a wall. Never put your back to a wall. Because then you're cutting off your escape. Like, real shit, just get the fuck out of there. But if you have to fight, get your lick in and then get the fuck out. Your strategy should always be escape. Low-key could be bluffing too, you never know. That's true. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Seriously, the judge like fully expects Phoenix to pull up on him one day in the middle of the night.
Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blows landed upon my third eye.
Where is this third eye you're talking about?
Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Sir Lawyer, It looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper.
So Mr. Atme got hit on. So Mr. Atme got hit on the forehead then? Apparently, but where's the goose egg? That's what he says. I've got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This Luke Atme guy. Oh, yeah, let's see. Alright, so him having his back to the wall. How does this help? Let's save. Alright. We still haven't addressed how this got torn off. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we haven't addressed how this got torn off yet. Not this or this or this. And if he was by the computer, this says blow to the back of the head. Here we go. Here we go. We got this. Detective Atme, your testimony's crumbling like a house of cards.
What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you.
Yeah. As soon as I read that description, I was like, that's the answer.
And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
I believe this is what you said yesterday.
No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh?
But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head.
It seems I've made another mistake.
Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
Well, what do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security.
Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong. Hey, I actually feel like I clocked this dude's voice pretty good. He got that, like, sexy-ass voice, you know what I'm saying?
To err is to human. To forgive is to divine. Or to forgive is divine.
Humans are machines. They have souls, feelings. They live. They die. They love. They hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Objection! Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that.
Really? What is it like then?
Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that... Well, shit. Let's see. I mean, this is what I think. But can I back that up? Let's see. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with my gut. This was literally the first thing I thought when I saw this dude. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Mask Damask. Yeah, I mean... Yeah.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure.
That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction.
Yeah, I don't think so, bud.
I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a...
Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask Damask.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask Damask. This security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief? Is this true, witness? Damask's MO is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yes, it's time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Oh, I joined just at the right time. Welcome, Tony. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. This feels like this case is about to end, but is this case really that quick? Detective Atmey.
Objection!
He threw. Damn. He ain't fucking around. 5 cases this time around. Okay, so this one is a little shorter to like fit the other cases in. I got you. Yeah, that is savage. Godot Blend 102. My personal favorite.
Mr. Godot.
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I
will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. Later games have more than 5, mostly DLC ones. 5 and 6 has those. Oh, sick. I kind of wondered if they ever did DLC in these games, so now I know. Because I was looking at Ghost Trick, because I was managing my game library before stream today, and I noticed Ghost Trick had DLC. So I was like, I wonder if they ever add extra cases that way. Tony pulls up to answer that for me. The universe knew. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the copy dripping down your face.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see the decisive proof you have quickly.
Oh, shit. Alright, let's save. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Mind you, those games were on 3DS originally, so yeah, DLCs were there. They're included in the collection. Ah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, because Rise from the Ashes was the DLC, right? I forgot about that. Are you alright, Nick? Abby looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? I don't know. The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atmey is in fact Mask Damask. Let's find out after I save. It's right here, has yet to be found. I don't know if I have anything. Rise from the Ashes is more like a Gaiden that's slapped into the first one. I don't think original DS has stuff like downloadable content. Yeah. You know, I had an original DS, and honestly, I have no idea. I can't remember. But that makes sense. Okay, let's see here. How do we prove that he is Damask? Let's see. We might not have one, but I think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna say has yet to be found. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all.
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you gonna just give up and let us lose this?
So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer?
I can't think of a counterattack at all.
It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then... Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss Delight, what are you doing here? Mickey boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well? And it's been repaired. What's going on?
That's...
The sacred urn! Nick, it's the urn! What's going on here?
Order, order, order! You, madame! That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Look at me. Could it be a replica? It could be. Because it's also got, if you look at it, why, I don't know why there must be a reason they're showing it this way, but, fuck. It had all the, like, pink splotches on it, which the original did not. And it's also spelled correctly now. Oh, Tessie, you're the best. Huh. Something, yes, the pink splotches. Wait. Did it get dropped in the fight? And it got broken, and that's also why it has the pink splotches all over it, because it was repaired correctly, but technically that makes it repaired incorrectly because it wasn't the way it was when it fell. That was very confusingly phrased, so I don't blame you if you didn't follow it. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Ratme? That's a really funny situation if the case. Yes, I agree. Even if you are going to have a hard time weaseling out, even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Objection!
Pearl finally off the hook.
Huh. Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the good old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. Yeah, well, it's 2026. We believe women.
You're still denying that? You're still denying that Mr. Ratme was involved? Before casting aspersions that detective at me, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct?
Yes, what about it?
Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere.
I think canonically it's 2019 in Ace Attorney 3. Oh, true. Yeah, I always forget that these are a little bit behind. Until I like see some technology and I'm like, oh, right. Fun fact, Apollo Justice takes place in 2026. Oh, shit, that'll be fun. Oh, it's cool. Oh, what the hell? Hold on a second. Okay, we're good. My phone blowing up. One sec, sorry. Of course. It's the worst. My phone blowing up and it's not even anything worth looking at. Just spam. Alright. Anywhere.
That's true. Including the office of the good detective here. So, you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we've been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Miss Delight. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the ATME detective agency. Oh boy. Show fingerprints on the urn. We don't have fingerprints. I guess we could test, but testify about what I saw? I don't remember seeing anything. I feel like I can't prove anything, but that feels very much like the wrong choice. Although it was the right choice just a moment ago. Let me check here. What do we got? Poster. Damn. If only we had that other young lady from Rise of the Ashes. We could really use her help right now. Don't worry, Emma will be back in Ace Attorney 4. Hell yeah, that'll be fun. I really like the mechanics that she introduced. That was a lot of fun. I'm excited to get some more of that gameplay. All right, let's see. I don't feel like I saw anything. Wait, I did see something. I forgot about that. But we did see that bag. I remember seeing that bag. Future games have it too, but not all strange. That is interesting. It seems like it was such a slam dunk in my book that I'm surprised it didn't just become part of the games like the Magatama.
What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Nick, come on. It should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we? You're right. I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round and smooth, too. Yes, it must have been the urn. It must have. I mean, we can't say definitively, but we can say there was something that could have been the urn in the bag, and that bag was absolutely, without a doubt, in his office. So, but I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Atme walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was. Yeah, see, this is why he gotta be a little meaner. Because if that was me, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe it's just because I'm so suspicious of him, but like he walked in on me like that, I would have not stopped looking in that shit. I'd have been like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just looking in here. Oh, you're the thief." You're right. Huh. It looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth. Nicky boy. Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn, but maybe I can still testify about it from another angle.
What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet?
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Okay, fingerprints then? Because I can't give up on it yet, so I'm gonna try this. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
Well, we don't need yours, we need mine.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would be nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you gonna do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Atme must have brought this urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left fingerprints on it. Yes, you did. The defense proposes that the fingerprints on this... The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. It's me!
So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway?
Mr. Atme, you recall the events of yesterday? Hey Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open up his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth.
Well, hello there.
It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside.
What? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
Well, that was just...
Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office.
Objection!
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency.
Huh. This blend, Godot Blend 107, I've decided it's a little too bitter after all.
I love how whenever it's not going his way, he's just like, anyway, back to my coffee. Such a vibe. I love him.
Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say?
This is how Americans feel about their coffees. Yeah, for real. Except instead of like actual coffee, it's like dog shit Starbucks coffee drowned in milk and sugar. Ugh. At least here in SoCal, like it's impossible to get good coffee here. It's tragic. I used to drink coffee all the time, especially when I lived in Seattle. Oh, fuck was the coffee good in Seattle. Down here, man, you cannot find good coffee to save your life. It sucks. Like I started trying Dutch Boys. I was like, because they opened a bunch now near us, and I was like, I'll try this. You know, it's new, maybe it'll be good. Brother, that shit was so sweet. And I have like a fiendish sweet tooth, okay? Just to give a little context, like I love sugary drinks, okay? As much as I like just straight coffee too. Like I love sugary drinks. I have a fiendish sweet tooth. I could not drink that shit. It was so sweet. It was disgusting. Like it actually made me nauseous. I don't know what the hell they were doing. This is why I just do cappuccino or tea instead. Sir. It's been a minute, but I'm thinking of maybe starting streams with like a little bit of a tea session and drawing, because I wanna do some more drawing. So, and I haven't really been drinking as much tea, so maybe we'll start doing tea sessions and tea/draw sessions. But anyway, yeah, I love tea, especially like I get my tea from China, and in like bricks and like discs. It's so good. It's so good. And I love getting tea drunk and then like crossfaded after. It's such a vibe. Anyway.
Precisely. I already know where Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. Oh, what are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken him down.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask the Mask.
Oh shit, he finally admitting it.
I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Damn.
Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmy's condition?
Yeah, he really did lose it. Oh no.
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
I love this dude. He's such a fun character. He's the perfect straight man for the goofiness of everyone else, while still being kind of goofy himself.
Well, it looks like this matter has been settled.
Godot is amazing. I really like his character design too.
I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man.
Yeah, not your first time.
Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight.
Bro, that's every fucking case with you. Exactly. Exactly. You're wrong. I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief. The sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please.
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but...
Objection!
Dog, not even your client is saying, yeah, it's rough out here. The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Huh.
Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are mask to mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. That's not cute. That's sad, man. This dude's mentally ill. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail. I swear. Okay then. Talk. We're all listening.
Oh well, let's all have a listen to this confession.
The truth is, I've been mask to mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually mask to mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. You snagged it on the door handle and it got yeeted like 4 feet away? I don't think so, man.
I don't like the direction this trial is taken.
But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. Huh. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only gonna get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through with this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true mask to mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. Really wants that life sentence.
All right, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Damn. They can't make it easy on me. The truth is, I've been mask to mask all along. You may think you're the real mask to mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet. About my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What should I do? Sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. Let's press harder. So, why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. She's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic.
So you do have complicated family situation after all.
All right, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually mask to mask, can you? I thought you were going to be the one to show us proof. You know, That you're the real Mask to Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim. For a change, yeah. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I mean, I hear you, Maya. But there is a reason burden of proof works a certain way. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Mask to Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. You've got no alibi?
I've been judged for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Huh. You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
Oh, shit. So I'm thinking his wallet was found around 1 a.m. I think I do too. I'm just not 100% confident. Let me see here. What time? Oh, what's this? October 12th and bring 50K. So he was at KB he was at, KB Security at 1 a.m. because of this. So the wallet was found at 1 a.m. the night of the crime. And it takes 30 minutes to get here, which is also at 1 a.m. Yes, this is perfect. Okay. I think it's either the wallet. I think either the wallet or this letter, because this letter explicitly says, be here at this time. And then the wallet was found there, which proves he was there. I'm going to start with the wallet, but I think, yeah, that's my backup if the wallet doesn't. I have evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie?
Oh, I've never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry.
Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime.
All right. How's the wallet do? Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night. No! Yeah. Oh, also, if you hear like some noises, there's painters like literally right outside. You can't see them, but they're like a foot away. So if you hear noises, it's just them working. The apartment complex seems to be doing a lot of renovations right now. Why does this guy want the life sentence, man? He's mentally ill. Like, the dude is genuinely ill. I think he really thinks he did it. He needs help. Then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee.
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's in the wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. All right, I'll try. I'll do it, I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO office. No! Ha! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway?
Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
This is where the letter comes in. This stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that night
is the blackmail letter. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, that's...
What is this?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yes, basically it says, bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like blackmail, all right.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmail letter himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a half an hour away from the scene of the crime. One sec, let me get a quick drink. No, 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 no!
Order, order, order! So when the thief of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
Objection! You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company, but did you actually investigate this CEO at all? Man, his bathroom visits must be rough. Yeah, for real. Nah, you know, when I drink a lot of coffee, my pee starts smelling like coffee. Like, I can't even imagine what drinking as much as this dude drinks would do to your body. Like, huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that? At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what to think of it myself. You claim the defendant entered the CEO's office. Well, you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy. No. We don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by what do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There's someone else who can testify. Oh shit. This is the person who can testify that the key card was used at 1 a.m. that night. I assume it has to be Larry, right?
this useless-looking young man?
Damn. You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
Oh?
The question at hand is this key card. Yep, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you who exactly entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. I was not expecting a spit take. That's so funny.
Well, Mr. Godot,
The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. He drank it really calmly too. Yeah, exactly.
so what does it show?
Each card has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Nice.
But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Mask to Mask in this photo.
Huh. It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be masked to mask. Good job! You did it, Nick! Damn.
That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Yeah, a little deja vu? What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment. But before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight,
not guilty! Let's go! Short case, thoughts on it? I thought this was a really fun case. I definitely think, you know, it didn't quite have the length to throw all the twists and turns that other cases have. But yeah, it was a fun little case. I clocked Luke at me immediately. But the characters were amazing. Like, so many incredibly memorable characters and hilarious moments that made up for the mystery being a little bit less mysterious, you know? So I enjoyed it a lot. I really enjoyed it. It was a good one. I don't necessarily mind the shorter cases, you know? I think that there's a Godot introduction to, yes, exactly. Lots of great characters in this case. And I think that, like, honestly, as long as you have those kind of fun moments, it's okay if, like, the mystery is a little bit less intriguing, as long as the characters make up for that. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it all along. I believed in you all along. Nicky boy. I read that line so bad. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who Who's this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Youch! She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife.
Your neck.
God bless you, Pearly. Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own clients?
No, you've got it all wrong.
I'll never forgive you.
Ow! A double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We've got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does the sky still look so glum? Oh, but I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about the feeling, right, amigo? But Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Oh, God. Oh, no. Here we go again. Wait, body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? Wrong voice. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean? That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. Damn. Not to make light of a man's death, but I gotta say, I don't think there could be any worse publicity for a security company than its CEO getting murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out with? What? Ronnie, what did you do there? Yeah, for real. What did... I have a hard time believing that it was him still. Like, he's so timid, but he's certainly more guilty looking than he was this. On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. Should have gotten that guilty verdict. Murder charges are much more serious. Yeah. Well, to be fair, they could have gotten on both. Well, I guess they couldn't have. It would have had to be one or the other because of the timing. Yeah, good point. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is gonna be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. The case is never over that easily. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that was real smooth sailing. Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. Rhonda Light, you're going back to prison again. This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other. You can't say that with this sexy-ass music playing, man. You can't say it with this music playing like that. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
Maybe. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. I love this case because of it. They bait you into thinking the case is much simpler since the game just started. Then they double switch you. Yeah. That's a hell of a twist. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Oh, Ronnie! Damn. This is sort of like two cases in one. Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck is gonna happen next? To be continued. Damn, that was sick. I fully thought this case was over. Ace Attorney 3 cooking right from the beginning. They really are. All right. I think I'm gonna call it here for today. Oops. But this is getting real good. We're gonna hop back into it tomorrow to see where it goes from here. And damn. This, I did not see that coming at all. I am floored. I was not ready for that. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you had some fun. God, I just realized an ad break is literally about to end and I'm gonna end stream. I feel so horrible about that. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And sorry about ending right after an ad break. But I will see y'all tomorrow and we'll continue this case. It is heating the fuck up. Thanks so much for being here. Until next time, peace.
Last one I care about you will. So maybe there's something to learn and just letting go, trying to hurt something. So I mean getting old, I don't know if that's a deal I'ma make. For what they give, or you know they gon' take everything, everyone, all of yourself. Set you aside, put you up on a shelf. Backseat driving your life, man, that ain't right. They a parasite, hope you see the light. More than black and white, truth is in the gray. Do yourself, don't pray. We gonna be okay. We gonna make it through the day. We gonna be okay. We gonna make it through the day. We gonna be okay. We gonna make it through the day. We gonna be okay. We gonna make it through the day. It's been getting dark, time has been running out. Feels like each word is my final somehow. Right now, fighting for hope feels like all I have left. But somehow I feel free, I don't care about the rest. I feel the peace and contentment inside as I open my heart. I got nothing to hide. Wouldn't trade anyone here by my side for a ransom of riches. My fortune is pride.